Hello Taurus, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your monthly tarot reading for January 2020 for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I hope you're well, Taurus. So I'm just going to pull the cards and then we'll pull reading cards as well, and oracle cards. Okay, what is the overarching energy for Taurus, please? Thank you. We have Judgment. Beautiful, Taurus. Pop that there for you. Okay, let's see what the other energies are for you. So 4 general energies, please. Angel, spirits, guides for Taurus, January 2020. Thank you. Wow, Taurus, 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is such a wonderful card. 10 of Pentacles. My goodness, Taurus. We've got 3 Pentacles energy so far. Wow. Page of Pentacles. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so let's look at love and romance, Taurus. And then we'll look at money and career. Okay, what do we have for money and romance for Taurus, please? Money and romance for Taurus, January 2020, Angel, Spirits, Guides. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Taurus, we've got 2 challenging cards there. I'm going to pull one more. Beautiful. Okay, so that is love and romance, Taurus. I'm going to pull one for, well, pull 2 cards now for money and career. Angel, Spirits, Guides, what do we have for money and career for Taurus, please? Money and career for Taurus, January 2020. Thank you. Those flew out. Yeah, we have 2 of Wands and the King of Cups. Interesting. Just push those up a little bit. I'm going to pull one more. We have the 5 of Wands here. Okay. So, I'm going to pull a reading card. I've got those upside down, 1 second. What do we have for Taurus, please, Angel, Spirits, Guides? What is the message for Taurus? January 2020. Thank you. Knowledge. This is finding answers that you seek. This is also understanding that you have all the answers that you need. Now, the Hermit can be a teacher. He can also be associated with knowledge, finding answers from within. And I feel for some of you, this is where you're coming to that point where things might be becoming clear. Now, it might also be, because we do have the Page of Pentacles here as well, Taurus, this can be where you're seeking further knowledge, you're seeking to enlighten yourself or advance yourself in some way. This could be doing practical things like to get a better position of job or greater responsibility or more pay. You're getting more qualifications, you know, professional exams, professional qualifications, that type of thing. Some of you could be studying there. But either way, this is such a positive card for all those areas. Okay. So let's see what the archangels have to say, Taurus. Angels, spirits, guides, what is the message for Taurus, please? Message for Taurus, January 2020. Archangels, what is the message? Thank you. Life review. Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm just going to pull a spirit message card, Taurus, to finish off the reading. Angel, spirits, guides, what is the message for Taurus, please? What is the spirit message? The message from spirit for Taurus, thank you. Be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved and all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge that what you've achieved and to be proud. Beautiful, Taurus. Because when judgment arrives, it is a kind of wake-up call, Taurus. This is for you to step into your own light, coming out of any darkness that you have experienced in the past. Because there is an ending here in some respects. Judgment just comes before the world. So it's towards the end of the major arcana. It's number 20 and the world is 21. So for some of you who have been trying to find resolution or absolution in order to move on from a situation, this is saying that now is the time to understand what you need to release, understand what you need to let go of in order to move forward into your own light. Judgment is a card of karma. And it's saying here that powerful karma is behind you at this time. This is also to say wrongs are always righted. The universe always rights itself. If you've been ill-judged or ill-treated in any way, Taurus, it is time to give it up to the universe and refocus on your path. This is a wonderful spiritual awakening. Enlightenment. Opening up to things beginning to make sense, to things, to getting to that point where you're ready to release. This is where you've learnt the lessons from the past. This is where you understand or have a greater understanding or knowledge of your situation and what's gone. And maybe where you want to go towards now. Like I said, it is a time of release, but it's because you don't need the baggage anymore. You don't need what clings to you anymore, any negativity from the past, from yesterday. And that's why these people are naked. This is aligning to your true self. This is an awakening of the soul. It is connecting to who you are in order to move forward. So beautiful energy. Now, sometimes judgment appears when you have a final decision to make. There may well be, I mean, we do have the Ace of Pentacles here, we do have the Page of Pentacles. There could be some opportunity that you're presented with now. Now that could be with a person, that could be with money or career in particular. Any of those areas. But there could be some kind of final decision. Sometimes when judgment appears, it is saying that this opportunity won't come round again. So it is time to really, that knowledge card, understand what's being offered to you now. Because I feel this is something that won't come round again, and this promises real success. If you put in the effort, there's real success here, Taurus. So it might well be waking up to that, allowing yourself to connect to who you are. You are the sign that brings great stability and success into your life. You have those capabilities. You are an earth sign. And this is the power of earth. So it is allowing yourself to step into that light, Taurus, and release whatever you need to release in order to move forward. Now, interestingly, I normally go to these cards first, but there may well be, I just feel for some of you, it is time, we need to go here. Because the Hermit is a teacher. He can also be an example of how you now need to shine the light from within. Understand what is stopping you from moving forward. Understanding what needs to be healed, or where you need to come to that point of acceptance with a situation. Because when judgment appears, it is certainly time to move on. It's time to release the old in order to bring the new in. It's getting to that point. Like I said, the world is an ending. Towards the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new. So I feel for some of you, it is shining the light from within, shining that lamp from within, in order to find that direction, in order to move forward in your life now. Beautiful card. Now, it can also be a card of sound judgments. It can also be sometimes where you might have been poorly actually, and you've needed to heal. This can sometimes link in with doctors, physicians. So yeah, some of you may well have been through that challenge as well, Taurus, but either way, as an internal energy, the Hermit is a wonderful card of raising your vibration from within by finding answers, by finding the knowledge, by finding wisdom from within in order to move forward in your external world. Because there's an ending here to what's gone. Something that has been challenging, where you've been carrying burdens, where you've been overburdened. Could have been in a relationship, because this is in the relationship category. Where you could have been deeply hurt in a situation, Taurus. This is allowing that ending to happen. The dark clouds to be pushed away by the new dawn that's coming from within. This is all internal energy. For me as a reader, though it can represent actions done to you in your external world, people may have, this can be talking about backstabbing, literally. It can be talking about being deeply hurt, something that you didn't see coming. And it had you flawed for a period of time. You were carrying burdens on this situation for a period of time. Now, like I said, this is in the relationship category, but these cards may overlap as well to do with money and career. Whatever it is, Taurus, this is an ending, and it's allowing yourself to release the burdens that you need to release. Find acceptance, find release now, in order to move forward to the new beginning that's being presented now, that is all positive. It is all positive. And I do feel there will be a comeback here. When you step out of whatever that darkness was. These two cards are darkness. Taurus, this is the money and career part of the reading. Some of you might have been up against competition. Now, this is an interesting card for me as a reader. I'll start on the money and career first, and I might go into just how these might overlap. This can be a card of competition. So if you are competing in terms of jobs or positions or promotions or advancement in some way, some of you might be experiencing that now. This can also be a card of one-upmanship. For me, the fives are really kind of like base energy. You know, it is things that you just need to rise above, which is why the King of Cups is here, interestingly enough. This can be, you know, corporate politics, you know, certainly in the money and career place. You know, where people try to outdo each other or play up to the bosses, or they want them to be seen above everybody else. You know, sometimes it can be stepping on people's toes as well. All of that kind of energy, Taurus. You might be experiencing that from other people as well in your life. Can also be in terms of relationships where things have been tested, where you have struggled, where there has been strife in some way. I do feel for some of you there's been struggle and strife and petty conflicts, petty squabbles. It's just an unhealthy, you know, nobody understands why. It can be bad feeling, conflicts, all of this kind of energy that just goes round and round in a circle. That is the Five of Wands energy. Could be associated with whatever this is as well in relationships. The King of Cups is saying now is the time to find your emotional centeredness from within, because he masters his emotions. You see, the cups and water in tarot represent our emotions, our feelings, Taurus. And this is where you need to rise above situations now by mastering your inner world. And there's a lot of inner work to do here. We've got the Hermit. We've also got the King of Cups, who is solid from within, emotionally centered from within. He masters his emotions in order to move forward, in order to get perspective in where his next steps will take him. Because, like I said, this is somebody who is reviewing their life. This is a life review card. They are choosing their path. The Two of Wands is somebody who is understanding that they're in a more solid position than they realise. Now, that could be in money and career. You might be choosing between two opportunities even, Taurus. But this is somebody who is choosing their path, taking decisive action now, to move forward, to bring expansion into their life, to bring new growth into their life. Certainly in terms of money and career, this is very favourable, because they're understanding their own power, what they're capable of when they really focus on where they're going. And this is where some of you may have been distracted by whatever this energy was that has kept you flawed for a period of time. You've needed to heal most definitely in order to regroup, raise your energy from within. But nevertheless, this is where you're now taking the steps in your external world and moving forward in your life. Again, after going through a life review maybe, understanding your own power. This person holds the world in their hands. There is a recognition now of regrouping, finding your center, understanding your own power and your potential to bring positive change in your life. And like I said, this is the promise that you're in a stronger position than you realise, because this is the young emperor. He's on a solid foundation that he's built for himself. Like I said, I do feel for some of you, you may have been through a challenging time, but this is now when you regroup, where you connect to who you are. Again, judgment, connect to who you are. This is a wake-up call, step into your own light. You beginning to understand how your actions can change your world for the better. And this is the very beginnings of taking the first two steps to bring positive change in your life. Beautiful. Now this person is understanding what they want by holding one wand and what they don't want by not holding the other. See, so I feel for some of you, you're figuring out what you want. Whatever path you're taking, Taurus, this is leading to a new beginning. And this is a beautiful new beginning, like I said, very aligned to you, because this is the power of earth. This is the hand of God, the divine, saying now is the potential, certainly in terms of money and career, to act, to take action, to move on from whatever flawed you in the past. Because you found answers that you needed to find from within. You've healed where you needed to heal. You've mastered the internal energies that you've needed to master. And now is the time to bring expansion in your external environment. And this is our conscious reality. This is our tangible assets. Our homes, our property, our valued relationships, people that bring foundation to our lives, people who we rely on, that we build our homes, our family around. Can also be to do with money and career as well, Taurus. Can also be to do with beginnings of finding your self-worth. But either way, this door is opening to new horizons for some of you. There could be an opportunity offered to you, one or two opportunities maybe. And I feel for some of you, now is the time to act. Now is the time to take the steps that you need to take to bring positive change into your life, because it's here. Now the aces are all about potential. They're not guaranteed. You have to put in the effort to make it happen. And that's what Spirit is saying. There is potential here for greater value in your life. Whatever that means, whether it's in relationships or money and career or home or property. Certainly in terms of loans, mortgages, there could be some green light on that as well. For those of you who've been applying for loans, financing of something, could be business, to finance a business even. This could be a green light or some good news that's coming to you. This is also a blessing, Taurus. You know, the star is in the Pentacles. It is a blessing being given to you now. So it's about taking action to bring whatever the promise of this is to reality and make it happen. Because whatever this represents, whether it is a person, a valued connection, whether this is a loan, a mortgage, whether this is working towards, you know, bringing greater security and stability in your life through being successful at work, getting the money that you need, getting the recognition that you need. Some of this could be new jobs, you know, or new promotions, bonuses that lead to greater solidity and value in your life. This is the money card as well. I just feel for some of you, it is taking the steps that you need to take to bring that success in. And understand, there could be some message of an opportunity. The pages can be messengers as well. And I feel for some of you, there's the beginnings of change. There is a new beginning. We have real new beginning cards here. Real endings as well, Taurus. It is the practical work, using your practical capabilities, knowledge, skills, experience. Because the actions that you're taking this month will bring real success. So it's about taking those first steps, whether it's in education, whether it's setting something up for the long term to bring in reward. Could be an opportunity that promises to give you reward long term and recognition for your skills and experience. But this is a card of somebody who understands how to bring wealth and security and stability into their life. They also understand their own worth, their own value. And I feel for some of you now is the time to take the steps that you need to take to bring that real success into your life, because this is real success, Taurus. Beautiful energy. And it is also about standing in your own light. The nines are solitary figures because they make it happen in their own right. If you've been hurt in a relationship in the past, I feel for some of you, this is your comeback. Some of you could be focusing on your career and money. Sometimes when we focus on one aspect and do it well of our lives, it kind of compensates for the lack, you know, at that time of working through situations and just bringing self-worth and self-esteem back to our lives. And that will be some of you are working on that too. But either way, this is a card of luxury, of success, of getting to a place where you want to be, and certainly in terms of money, career, status. These cards are saying you're getting to that level, that title, that responsibility, that position, whatever this is, that you want to be and you want to be seen by others. Recognition is a really big part of this as well. But nevertheless, Taurus, powerful, successful energies. But it is all about focus. It is all about grounding yourself. It is all about taking the steps to really shine in your own light now. Beautiful. I'm going to pull a fairy card just to finish off the reading. Okay. Yeah, we have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifest, step 1. Yeah, I feel for some of you, it's time to act. This is really jumping out at me as a card. It is time to act. It is time to take control. It is time to recognize your power. It is time to find answers from within on what's holding you back. Allow certain things to end in order to bring the new in, because there are endings and new beginnings here. And I think this is decluttering. Clearing out what you need to clear out by doing a life review and taking action towards the new now. Making space for the new, Taurus. Certainly what I'm feeling, because you're finding answers from within. And there's accomplishment ahead. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful month for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.